So the first part of this little video today, I'm going to show you a trick that actually we'll follow up on in the next video. So for reasons that I will go into later, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our multiple choice grader sheet, and I'm going to make a table. This table is going to be used in a later video, but let's make this table. We're going to highlight those two cells, we're going to merge them, and then we're going to choose center for our horizontal alignment, and I'm going to type in reference table. Now in this reference table, what we're going to do is we're going to put scores in one column and letter grades in another column. Now at the place that, for reasons that will become evident later, what we want is the lower limit of each letter grade score. For instance, 97.5%, I'm going to put in the percent sign there, okay, is the lower limit of an A+. Similarly, a 92.5%, be sure to put in the percent side, is the lower limit of an A. Now you'll notice that very helpfully, sarcastic, the spreadsheet is trying to do an autofill for me, but I actually want this to be an A, not an A+, so I have to hit delete there to get rid of that plus sign. The next thing is an 89.5%, and that is the lower limit of an A-. Now, I could continue to type these, and in this case, I'll probably be faster to do that, but I do want to show you that sometimes if you have to type out a bunch of stuff, just simply writing an equation, a formula, might be a simpler way of getting it to work. So what I know is that the B+ is exactly the A+ minus 10%. You have to put the percent sign in there, so don't forget that. So if I put this in, this gives me an 87.5, and in fact I can click this and drag it down, and it takes us, and it follows the pattern: 7.5, 2.5, 9.5, 7.5, 2.5, 9.5, 7 point. It does that all the way down. Now, of course, when we get to 59.5, that's the lower end of a D-. Anything below that, all the way down to 0%, is actually an F. So I don't need to go below that. So now I can type in these letter grades real quick. That's an F. This is a D. Oh, wait, got to remember, it does the autofill. Don't want the autofill there. This is a D+. This is a C-. This is a C, no autofill please. This is a C+. This is a B-. This is a B, no autofill. And this is a B+. So I filled out this table really quickly. But as it turns out, I'm going to want to sort this table. And so here's where I'm going to show you something that you probably haven't seen before. I'm going to highlight all of this. I'm going to go to Data, Sort Range. I want to sort just the area I have selected there by column F. And so what that means, if you look here, column F is where my scores are, and that's what I want the whole table to be, such that the scores actually go from the lowest to the highest rather than the highest to the lowest the way I typed them in. So I go to Data, Sort Range by column F. A to Z means lowest to highest. I choose that, and lo and behold, what happened? Well, it's a big mess. And the reason it's a big mess is because while it did sort them, it didn't rewrite the function. So like this one's taking 0% and subtracting 10% from it. Oops, escaped from that. And this one's trying to take the word score and subtract 10%, which doesn't make any sense. So before I sorted, I really needed to actually have, instead of formulas in there, I needed values in there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Control-Z to restore it. It unsorts it, which is nice. And now what I want to do is I want to take all of this column here, and instead of having a formula, I want it to actually just have values in there. And here's the trick for that. And you'll find this is very useful if you see a pattern in something and you write a formula to it, but then you're going to need to resort it later. You can't have formulas. You got to have values. What we're going to do here is we're going to take that range that has some formulas and some values. I'm going to right-click and copy it. So now it's copied. I'm going to right-click in the exact same spot and choose Paste Special. So I'm going to paste over what I've already written, but this time I'm only going to paste the values. paste special values only. And when I do that, it doesn't look any different. Oh, look, I do have to do this. I need to change the format of all of these to percent. But look at that. This is actually a number now. If you go up here, you see there's no longer a formula. You double click on it. There's no longer a formula. It's replaced the formula with the value that formula calculated. Now that I've done that, I can sort the range, data, sort range, by column F, A to Z, and I will not get the errors anymore because they're actually as if I typed in 0%, 59.5%, 62.5. So that's a trick for taking a range of formulas and replacing them with the outcomes of those formulas so that then you can sort later. So it's kind of a time saver if you have a pattern that you can write a formula for, and then later you want to replace the formulas with actual values. You just copy it and then paste the values only. That's the end of this quick video.